Okay, guys, we're back for part 2. So if you remember, we were doing the predictions. I was also talking about how I got the job at Morris Sussex Sports. So I'll continue to connect and all of that. But let's get right into the playoffs. So if you remember, I'm not going to go through the games again, but I can just do a quick rip. We had Toronto losing in the first round. We had Toronto losing in the first round to Toronto winning in the first round against Buffalo. We had Tampa winning in the first round against Boston. They play each other. We had Carolina winning in the first round against the Rangers. We had the Devils winning in the first round against Detroit. We had the Avalanche winning in the first round against Minnesota. We had Dallas winning in the first round against Nashville. And we had Vegas winning in the first round against Los Angeles. So now, the last series, Edmonton Oilers. You'll see why I'm wearing this hat. Edmonton against Seattle. Game 1. 4-3 win. Finally, the Oilers win a Game 1. Nugent Hopkins gets the game winner. Game 2, it's all Seattle. 4-1. The game winner goes to Carson Soucy. Game 3, 3-2, overtime. It only takes 15 seconds. A dump in and a bank off Skinner's leg. Jordan Eberle scores his third ever playoff overtime goal and his second playoff overtime goal as a Kraken. The Kraken lead the series 2-1, and we get to Game 4, 3-2 winner. Vince Dunn from the point, and he puts the Kraken up 3-1. Going back to Alberta, 5-0 Oilers. McDavid gets the game winner. Game 6, potential for handshakes back in Washington State. No. A 4-2 win for Bouchard and the Oilers, and we got a third straight. Well, not a third straight. They should have had a Game 7. We had a second time Game 7 in 3 years. Game 7, Oilers, Kings, 4-1. Edmonton, Evander Kane. Edmonton's moving on to the next round. A rematch in the second round against Las Vegas. Now, back to the Metro. Devils and Hurricanes, Game 1 goes to Carolina. They win it 4-2, Nachos. Game 2 goes to the Devils. 4-3 win in overtime. A wraparound goal for Andre Palat. He ties the series. Game 3, 3-0 Devils. Game winner, the third game winner of the playoffs for Dawson Mercer. Game 4 goes to the Carolina Hurricanes. Jalen Chatfield scores his first playoff game winner, 3-1. Hurricanes. The series is tied. We go to Game 5. 3-2 win for Carolina thanks to Aho. And in Game 6, double overtime. Jesperi Kotkaniemi, who had a point in the overtime game last year, scores the overtime game winner, short-handed on a backhand, to send the Hurricanes to round number 3. So the Hurricanes are back in the conference finals. Second straight year, Kotkaniemi has a piece in eliminating the Devils. On to the Atlantic, Tampa and Toronto. From Toronto, the trophy winners win it 3-2. Nylander with the game winner. 2-1. Game winner for Anthony Cirelli. Tipped it. And Tampa ties the series. Tampa wins 4-0 in Game 3. Thanks to Kucherov, his first game winner of the playoffs. They lead 2-1. Then the Leafs tie the series up 4-2. Kerfoot gets the game winner. And in Game 5, a 5-2 thumping by the Lightning. Kucherov gets another game winner, and they go back home to see if they can eliminate the trophy winners and head on to the next round against Carolina or the Devils, because Carolina hasn't won yet. Well, 6-3, all Leafs. A third period comeback for the Maple Leafs. Austin Matthews gets the game winner. And we go to Game 7, 4-3 on the power play in overtime. 5 minutes into overtime, John Tavares hammers a shot from the left circle to eliminate the Bolts for the second straight year. Tavares gets rid of Stamkos and the Lightning, and the Leafs are on to the conference finals. It's a rematch of the conference finals in 2002. Also, Edmonton, Seattle. I didn't preface some of the season series. Vegas and LA. Vegas, it's their second ever series against LA. They won their first previous. Colorado is their fourth series against Minnesota. They lost twice and won once. Dallas and Nashville, only their second ever time. Dallas won first. And then Edmonton and Seattle have never played in the playoffs. Devils and Carolina are 1-4 all time. Devils are 1-4 all time. They won their first meeting in 2001. They've lost their last three. Lost their last four. They're 1-4, They lost in 2002, 2006, 2009, and 2022. Or 23. And then Tampa and Toronto, their third straight year playing each other, third straight appearance. Series is tied 1-1. And now we get into the Central. Colorado and Dallas, Game 1 goes to Game 2 goes to the Colorado Avalanche. They win it 3-2. Cal McCarr gets the game winner. Dallas wins Game 2, 3-0. Jamie Benn gets the game winner. Game 3 goes to the Avalanche. Rantanen, 4-2. Dallas wins Game 4, 5-2. Miro Heiskanen. Game 5 goes to the Avalanche. Cal McCarr, 4-3. 3-1. Jamie Benn scores all the goals. First hat trick in the playoffs. And this series goes to a seventh game in Denver, which the Colorado Avalanche win it 3-2 thanks to Nathan MacKinnon, and for the second time in 3 years, they are off to the conference final against Edmonton or Vegas. Game 1, all Vegas, 5-0. 5-0. Vegas all over the place thanks to Keegan Colasar. He starts the game winner. Alex Carrier, a 3-1 win over the Edmonton Oilers. And Vegas, they jump up to a 2-0 lead. Edmonton gets back in the series. A 3-1 win, thanks to Evander Kane. And then in Game 4, 4-3, overtime. Connor McDavid, between the legs, backhander, and the Oilers have tied the series. It's a best of 3. Now to Game 5, 4-2, win for Edmonton. Matthias Ekholm gets the game winner. And a 2-1 win with 2 minutes left. Right off the draw, Kyler Yamamoto breaks the tie. And the Oilers do their blocking best to deny the champs. And the champs are dethroned. There will be a new champion. Edmonton's won it in 6 games. And for history there, I forgot to do history. Dallas, Colorado. It is the 4th time that Dallas, Colorado has played each other. Colorado is 2-1 all time. Okay. Oh no, excuse me. The 6th time Colorado has played Dallas. Dallas is 3-2 all time against Colorado. Dallas with wins in 1999, 2000, and 2020 against Colorado. Colorado with wins in 2004 and 2006 against Dallas. And then in this one, Edmonton-Vegas is the second straight year and the second time that Vegas has played Edmonton. Vegas has won all time in the series. So that means you got the conference final. Edmonton and Colorado. Second time in 3 years they've met in the Western Conference Final. Toronto and Carolina. First time they've met in the conference final in 22 years. And we go there. Trophy winners, Toronto Maple Leafs. A 1-0 win in double overtime. Austin Matthews Leafs up 1-0. Game 2, 4-1, all Carolina. Necas gets the game winner. Game 3, 3-2 in overtime. Brent Burns gives a 2-1 lead in the series to Carolina. The Leafs tie it up with a 4-0 win thanks to Tavares. And in Game 5, the Hurricanes beat the Leafs 4-2 thanks to Sebastian Aho. And a 5-3 win in Game 6 thanks to Andrei Svechnikov. And the Hurricanes win the Prince of Wales Trophy, the 2022-23, or 2023 to 2024 Eastern Conference champions, the Carolina Hurricanes. And they will go to the Stanley Cup Final against Edmonton or Colorado. It is 2-0 all-time now in the series for Carolina. Western Conference Final from Denver. 4-1 win for the Edmonton Oilers. Evander Kane gets the game winner. We go to Game 2. 4-2. Nathan MacKinnon. Colorado ties the series. We go to Game 3. Bowen Byram gets the win. In overtime, 2-1. Colorado takes a 2-1 lead in the series. They win it 2-1. Edmonton wins it 2-1. Connor McDavid gives the Oilers the lead and ties the series. We go to Game 5. Colorado wins it 6-1. All Avalanche, thanks to Landeskog, his first game winner. We go to Game 6, a 3-2 win, which is scored with about 8 minutes left in the third. Thanks to Leon Draisaitl, and the Oilers have tied the series. We have a Game 7 back in Denver. 2-0. Both goals scored by Mr. Draisaitl, and the Edmonton Oilers have won it in Denver in Game 7. The 2023-2024 Western Conference champions, the Edmonton Oilers. And yes, for the first time in 18 years, we have Edmonton and Carolina. They met in 2006 in the Stanley Cup Final. They will meet in 2024. And if you remember, Carolina had slightly a better year. So just like in 2006, Game 1 in Tobacco Road to start the Stanley Cup Final. 3-2 win by the Oilers. Connor McDavid. Game 2, a 4-3 overtime win for Marty Necas and the Carolina Hurricanes. They take a 2-1 lead in the series. We go to Game 3. Carolina wins it 5-4. Sebastian Aho. Go to Game 4. 4-1 Edmonton. Kane gets the game winner. We go to Game 5. Edmonton wins it 5-4 in overtime. Draisaitl and the Oilers are going home. The chance to win the series. The cup is in the building. And a 4-1 thumping by Carolina. Game winner goes to Svechnikov. Game 7. Do or die from Tobacco Road. Carolina looking to repeat history. Carolina hasn't won a Stanley Cup since 2006. It'd be their second. Edmonton hasn't won a Stanley Cup since 1990. It would be their sixth, and a 4-1 win. Zach Hyman gets the game winner. Yes. Edmonton fans, the Oilers are the 2023 to 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Yes, the Oilers will win. Get it on Vegas. Go to Vegas. Do all you got to do. Get your bets up. The Edmonton Oilers will win the Stanley Cup in 2024. The Conn Smythe Trophy winner. He's done everything in the league, but he hasn't won a cup and he hasn't won a Conn Smythe. That ends in June of 2024. The Conn Smythe Trophy winner, Connor McDavid. The Stanley Cup will be coming to Edmonton, and Edmonton will win their 6th ever Stanley Cup. And Edmonton will exact revenge against Carolina. So, that is going to be that. I don't... Maybe I could do one on awards, but that again is... That is it. And yes, the President's Trophy curse, I forgot to mention it. It will continue. It will end at the conference finals. Toronto will not get to the final. But Carolina, this core had not gone to the finals. Their closest shot was either, I don't know, whichever you feel was more competitive, either their first year or this year. I personally think it might have been their first year because they really did push the Bruins. And although 2 games went to overtime, they were really just outmanned. And you have to remember the fact that I think Carolina scored 6 goals in 4 games, right? 2, 3. They scored 6 goals in 4 games. And they only scored 3 goals in rally. And only 1 goal in rally by a forward. So, probably the first year. But Carolina will get to the final. Edmonton, both teams getting off the hump. But Carolina did not get the cup. It's coming to Edmonton. Well, thank you guys for listening. Hopefully I have more videos coming up. We'll have a lot more with the channel when it comes in with my network. I've got videos planned. I've uploaded a bunch more. I have a new, interesting set of videos coming up. I hope you're going to enjoy them. And I've been interested broadcasting on YouTube, and I've been looking at, compilations of goals by teams right through the 2000s. There's not a lot of teams that have the goals all through. So I'm going to do my best to get every team, pull them with goals all through from each team, scored all their playoff goals through the 2000s. There are some people, Tampa Bay has one, the compilations that's up. I forgive you, I do not remember the YouTuber. No, it's not Bucks Race Bolts. It's a smaller YouTuber. I appreciate his work. Also, Six Highlights. Six Highlights has done a great job. Some of his videos are lacking a few goals, so I'd love to work with him. And then obviously, Awood 40 and Danny 9 have done some great lifting, and we want to work with them and get some compilation videos out there on a bunch of teams. And after that, I had a whole notepad. Before the pandemic started, I was working on a video that I was working on my old Mac computer that's been old, and I've never been able to really work on it. I have to restart it. A labor of love, my 2006. I got some tying goals, got some winning goals, got some hat tricks through the 2000s. Got a lot of stuff worth for you, and then streaming when it comes through and involved with the company. So I'm really excited, guys. Hope you guys will listen and pay attention. But until then, happy hockey, everybody. And when June comes around and the Oilers and the Hurricanes are battling for the Chalice, you remember your boy said it first. Happy hockey, everybody.